It's currently about 7 in the morning.
Is this place do pancakes?
No.
I very dramatically prestidigitate my food.
Okay.
What do they have? What are the options here?
Eggs, bacon, bread.
Just bread on its own.
just bread.
Slice of bread. Mmm.
Well, they have like loaves of bread.
Mmm. A full loaf of bread.
Little pieces of bread.
Hey, bread. I don't know what you're talking
Do
about.
you have any soup or anything?
Yeah, they do. Guy offers some.
Enjoy the bread with that, I guess.
Soup
Right.
for breakfast.
Yeah, well, it's cold out there, Corian.
Is it?
You guys are like in a little above the like the equator of the planet. And you're also by an ocean.
He's saying it's cold outside and you go into a desert.
Did anybody bother to tell Anna where to meet us?
She should know, shouldn't she?
I assume you guys would.
Well,
Don't make me use a level 4 sending spell to contact her.
Actually, well, she was on your feet the entire time, so she would have followed you here.
She won't really care if she's here or not.
She could be a valuable member.
Bait, maybe.
So do we want to do the phantom wagon trick again?
Is that going to burn you out of stuff, though, before we get there?
Not at all. Rituals. Nope. And we'll get there way faster if we do that.
Well, if it's not going to tap you out of anything, then we can. I don't mind.
Alright, we need to rent that wagon again.
Alright.
I'll go and rent the wagon. Or, well, yeah. How many hours did you say it would take us probably to get there by Magic Horsey? Was it like a day?
Up to the actual border. Not like it's not like a very defined border, but right up to the desert itself would be about a day-ish.
where's this desert?
The desert is to the south of you.
We have a world map.
Bring out the world map, baby. All right.
I'll mark on where it is.
Shouldn't that be like
Actually-
a week away?
No, yeah, that was definitely the scale.
So we're at that M right now, and the desert is beneath us.
Yeah, so normally it takes about 3 to 4 days just to reach the border. But going on that fast of a horse would probably cut it down by quite a bit. So
Where's the sandstorm at?
I'll actually show you. Wait, can you draw on this? Let me see. Nope, you can't.
not.
I'll kind of like motion.
Can I spend an
Whole
hour?
desert?
Everywhere.
So the whole desert,
everywhere.
basically.
It's like
Right. It was in a figure eight.
described. Yeah, it was described as like, you don't know how thick it is, but it's basically like a wall.
Ooh, I'm gonna go over here to Goldfish Island.
What? It's not a goldfish.
It
That
looks
smells back.
just like a goldfish cracker.
I'm removing that island.
Can I spend an hour and make another absorb elements spell scroll?
Of course.
We go up here to Hanger Island.
All islands are removed.
It's like a wire hanger.
Let me make an Arcana check in the
What
dice
about
tray.
Oprah Island?
Stop going.
Ah, I barely succeed with.
You get a
roll.
wagon, and you get a wagon.
Nice.
You have a train of wagons?
I shouldn't have made this map.
Oh, thanks for wasting my time.
What about
Alright.
Can we go to?
That's East Haven.
Was it like 2 gold to rent the wagon again for a
Yeah,
couple days?
yeah. You could do that.
Alright, so after we eat breakfast and chill out, I'll go and get that real quickly and whip up the horses and bring them over.
Yeah. Was there any other prep you guys need to do in the city, or are you guys heading out right now?
I'll have a drink before I go.
How far in the desert were we traveling? Not very far.
You were heading pretty close to the northern portion. They said just above the sandstorm itself, so that's about right here.
Okay.
So it'd be roughly about right here.
Do we need any extra like water supplies for this or anything?
That is up to you guys.
Can we
Some water skins.
get some water skins and just throw some extra water in the bag of holding?
Sure.
Okay.
How much is a drink? Again, is it a silver piece, something like that?
For a drink, yes. Oh no. If just one drink, that'd be like 5 copper. Let me look up the.
Can I just
water
give the
skin.
bartender a silver because I don't want to be dealing with change?
You certainly can.
Can we just
Does
put
he,
the bag of
does he have any
holding?
water skins?
I'm about to look up the price real quick.
Can we put the bag of holding underneath like a well and just fill that up, and then whenever we need water, we just think of water.
Water skin is 2 silver.
Alright, I'll spend a gold and buy 5 of them. Or, yeah. I think we would all have our own personal water skins, so.
Yes.
But I'll fill up 5 extra ones.
All right. Now you guys got some water. Anything else?
I'll buy 5 extra as well.
Got it.
Cool. Throw that in the bag of holding, 10 water skins.
That's a lot of water for a little man.
Well, that's why the bag of holding is helpful for us if we ever need it.
I thought he was buying 5 water skins for himself.
No.
That's what it sounded like, didn't it?
No.
Yeah.
No one's putting down.
I think everybody takes care of their own water skins, right?
I'll buy some extra ones in case we're stuck in the desert for a little
Right.
while. I guess that's it. I don't think anything else. I mean, I would ask, do we need any extra protective gear for the desert?
I don't think we're going to be in there that long.
No.
Yeah,
But maybe-
normally if you're trekking in there for a long time, you'd want some different kind of clothing. But
Yes.
with what you have right now, water should, to your knowledge, just suffice if you're not in there for a long time.
Corey would know. He was there for a long time.
He was, yes.
All right. Well, shall we get going?
I'm pretty sure that town moved from the border into the desert. Between the map I have and the map we have now.
No, I think there's on my map. I think I have a couple other like very small villages around here, but
Well,
We
I thought
mostly-
thought there was a duke that I worked with who was
Yeah,
on the
it's-
coast
it's-
here.
it's up to the border of the desert bar here.
It just didn't make it on the map.
Nope.
There's a lot of things I wasn't able to read from Hayden's map, and he hasn't found any time to tell me yet what they are, so... I've been nagging him, haven't I, Hayden? I've been nagging you for weeks.
Yep, I've heard you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have my map, so that's good.
Well, if you'd rather me not waste my time, I will be more than happy to. I've got a lot of other things that need my attention.
I like to know where I'm at, so.
I guess. Oh, I mean, it would also be kind of hard to put in like every little. I mean, you could put some dots, I guess, but.
Maybe a symbol for like little towns or something like that.
Yeah, I kind of thought of this more. At least this one is more like a major town, city kind of map. So. But anyway, are you guys departing?
There's a lot of us.
There are.
There's 8.
Well, there's what, the 5 of us, and then we hired in 2 assistants, and then this little elf girl.
All right.
Yeah, so 10 or yeah, 10 water skins, 1 and a bit extra.
Would 2 horses be enough to pull us?
Uh,
I mean, they don't get.
Avarice and
Yep.
are offering going B shape to help take off the load of the horses.
Is that going to eat into your stuff, though?
We can recover B shapes in a short rest.
Okay.
Well, and the horses don't get tired. They don't need water. They don't need food. They just, exist.
Which that's good, because I don't feel like bringing horses into the desert. They'll probably get
That's
picked
the other
off
reason
by
why. Yeah.
vultures or something.
They die.
So.
Where do they go when they vanish?
They have horses in the desert.
That's a complicated magical concept.
Is there a realm where all conjured animals are come
And
from?
there's a special farm that they go to live out the rest of their lives.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They'll probably be torn apart by vultures within seconds.
Hey, listen, I'm good with animals. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, totally.
Whatever.
Just don't let Tarn near the horse. That's all that matters.
Oh God. Why did you kill me, Tarnum?
Said I'm done with D&D.
Anyway, so you guys begin your journey. You exit through the southern portion of the city, and begin making your way to the Azrael Desert. Is there anything on the way there that you guys wish to do or discuss or anything?
I can't really do much other than keep these going.
Contemplating stringing up the gnome.
What does Anna do again?
She is a druid, and she is
Alright.
part of the Circle of the Moon, so she tries to focus more on B shapes.
So she's the same as you, Avra.
No, I'm Circle of the Land.
She's a shifter.
She your
Right.
sister?
No.
I'm gonna strike up a conversation with Beatrice.
She
I
your
am a
cousin.
half elf. She is an elf.
That doesn't mean she can't be your sister.
Your half
I
sister.
mean, okay, technically, but no.
Is she really uppity like elves are?
I have written down that she's a nerd, so
Make an insight check, Tony.
Yeah, that's going to go well.
And I'll get to that in a second.
No problem.
Insight check. Let me see what I got on there. Oh, I don't have my damn sheet open. Apparently, I did a moment ago. So I closed it. Well, I rolled a 17. I probably don't have any bonus to insight. I don't think.
That's your
Oh no, I
wisdom.
do actually. I have a +3, so 20.
Funny. She actually doesn't. The most you can glean is like any sort of emotion. It's nervousness. You can see she's kind of kept herself on the wagon.
What are you nervous about?
Well, my first mission, I didn't expect to go to any sort of dragon. I expected something smaller.
Oh, this is your first ever mission into the world, then?
Yes.
What did you do before this?
And well, nothing really in terms of work. I mostly just focus on school.
Okay, what did you do?
School, that was it.
Yeah, I mean, what subjects did you do? You know, you got to be good at something.
Well, I mostly focus on literature. I like reading, so.
Hmm.
oh, jeez.
Well, there's a guy at the front there that knows all about reading and books, so you're in good shape.
Oh, really?
Me, I like maps.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed.
No, people typically don't.
And as this is happening, Beatrice sees you, no?
I strike up some conversation, ask her about. Cause I don't think I've ever asked her like where she learned. I mean, I know she's a sorcerer, but where she studied magic anywhere. Like I never really asked her backstory.
I mostly studied by myself. I didn't go to a particular school.
You have some powerful spellcasting abilities.
Well, I know that.
I ain't too bad myself though, so.
Oh, really?
Can we hear this conversation?
Are you at the front of the wagon, Hanok?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, Beatrice would be in the back, so
Yeah.
most likely you guys would be able to hear it. So
yeah. I'd say, oh yes, many different spells, many different abilities, such
such
as
as
the Phantom Horses.
that, and that is impressive. I've never seen this type of spell before. I do not have that.
I just start rattling off random spells I know.
We're
It's
all
hair
just sat
list.
there going.
Playing a game of solitaire.
This is the encyclopedia list of spells I know.
She seems interested. She does like hearing about magic, so
I said, you know how to do teleportation circles, right?
I do.
Besides, oh god, the city we just came from, and Orthorn, or no, Marfall, right? Do you know the sigils for any other teleportation circles?
I believe. I believe you get, was it 2 at the start?
Yeah, to its start. I just didn't know if she had more.
No, she only had Elswind and Marfall.
Okay. Darn. I was gonna see if I can get a copy of any other teleportation. I mean, I'm sure I can get some in town there, but try to ask. Are you why? You seem pretty eager to try to kill a dragon.
Yes. I haven't done it before, so
Just really like killing dragons.
it's kind of invigorating. You'll see.
We could all die.
Or
Just
we
a
could
little
all
go.
live.
It's true. It's true.
Does the
Oh,
girl
voice
hear
goes-
that?
Hmm?
Does the girl hear that?
You're what? I didn't hear it.
The where he said we could all die.
She did, and she isn't very brave right now. She seems still as nervous.
Not that we're gonna die, but you know,
We do have a lot on our hands right now, so many members is easier.
it's true. This is true. Powerful magic.
Death isn't so bad. Somebody can resurrect you. We did it just yesterday.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Not if we get eaten.
That is true.
Besides, I did give a nice big diamond to Ballora for a res spell if we ever need it. So, all right, that's about it, I think.
All right.
I'm gonna continue conversing with the girl and say, "Don't worry about it. If you die, I'm hella good at making coffins, so you'll be in good shape."
He's not good at making coffins.
I've buried how many people already? At least
We
2, I
buried
think.
one. We buried one person, I think.
I think I made a coffin for somebody else, didn't I?
Did you?
I might
We
have.
made a bunch of coffins.
I did make a bunch of coffins. I just wanted to be
that's true.
prepared.
That's true.
At the coup, you made a bunch of coffins.
Maybe that's life's true calling for me, to own my own coffin business.
That crying guy's father.
Good old Brenton.
His father died suddenly. Okay, he was not.
That's how people die.
that.
So
I'm
No,
going to
that's
tell
true.
a story about how we came across this guy's father and he was being eaten out by ghosts and ghouls.
Oh, I got really.
Anyway.
D&D turned sexual.
Anyway, she turns
on.
into a bird and
Wasn't there a Lich King or something in that story, or was that a prequel story?
what?
we were there. We fought them.
Oh, right. I remember that. Was that the time I saved your life from the giant bug? Oh, that came earlier.
That was before
Yeah,
that.
no, I don't ever recall you were saving me from a giant bug.
Yeah, you were passed out at the time, but it happened. I told Beatrice, it really happened.
It didn't happen.
You saw it. Well, you can't even see in the dark.
Is it about the time you fainted from the mosquito?
One time. I'm very useful in battle. I don't know why he gives me so much crap.
The best use you have in battle is staying out of the way.
Yeah, so I could cast giant spells. I threw like 4 fireballs at the last thing we fought.
Did any of them hit?
Yeah, all of them hit. That's what the great thing about fireball is. You just point. Whatever. No respect.
I assume Urgius is singing us a little ditty or whatever as we go here, passing the time.
Yes.
Ergius, you got any good jokes?
Pretty sure the last combat I had with you, I watched you run through a wall of fire to get away from a goat.
No. That was a combat afterwards. That was a combat before the one I'm talking about. Like, no. Yeah, I try to behold her into a goat. I tell Beatrice.
A beholder.
Yeah, it was
She-
damaged.
she
but it was
doesn't-
still a beholder.
For a moment, she doesn't seem very convinced.
It was almost dead.
It was not almost dead. I polymorphed it. It was amazing.
Oh, I do remember you guys telling me going to the Underdark. I do remember that.
Yeah, we met a flump. What was his name?
I liked that flump.
Yeah, too bad we can't bring him up to the surface.
We can send him a
He
message,
would
though, with
die.
your spells.
We did. We did say hi. If we're depending on what's going on tonight, if nothing happens, we can send him a message if you want to.
I'll be
Or
good.
if you need to send a message to anybody, I can do that.
You can certainly do that.
Does Beatrice have sending? I can't remember. I think she does, right?
Don't think so.
Laura does, I'm pretty sure.
Beatrice does not.
Valora does, though, right?
She does not have it repaired.
Oh, okay. Right.
But she does have it in her list of spells.
All right.
So as you guys kind of chat through, you can see the terrain around you appears more valley-like. The grassy terrain becoming more and more barren and dry, with some cracks occasionally seen in the ground. Sure, mine. After several more hours of this pretty fast-paced travel, you can see nightfall getting closer and closer as the ground now becoming kind of more sandy-ish. As up ahead, coming over a set of hills, you see the expanse of the desert off at least a couple more hours away. You can see off in the distance various cacti sprout, and hills are also visible that appear to go completely out of view. Right now, you can see it was kind of normal-ish warm temperature, but as you get closer and closer, you can kind of feel the heat hitting you a little more. But right now, you feel at least decent. At the moment, as you guys are approaching the border-ish area, it's about 9 p.m. right now.
We can always rest here on the edge.
It's probably smart.
Yep.
All right. So you guys, are you doing the hut again? Just be sure.
Yep. I'm gonna cast some alarm spells, and the tiny hut. And the nice thing about the tiny hut is tiny hut.
How many creatures can it support? 8?
9.
9, alright.
Yep. 9 medium
Nice.
creatures. The nice thing about it is it's comfortable inside the tiny hut. So even if it's hot outside, we'll always feel nice inside.
That's good.
So that's enough space for all of us plus Dross down then.
And actually, sorry, as it's getting closer to nighttime, it would actually probably be getting a little bit colder, especially near a desert too. So,
Mhm.
but anyway, you escape the cold inside the hut and get prepared for sleep.
Do we need to contact anybody? I do have sending if we need to. I can quick recall that.
You know, you've mentioned it like 7 times now.
I know.
I asked the girl, do you need to tell your parents that you're out beyond your curfew?
No, they know I'm here. I told them I'd be back as soon as I could. So
Who are they? Do they live in Marfall?
I live with my uncle in Marfell. Yeah,
Oh.
Who's your uncle?
Maybe we know him.
I actually have his name.
He's your brother, Avris.
No. Yes, I live with my uncle and my brother.
Well, that would make her your niece, so.
No. I'd rather not.
Plot twist. Zebrus' family come to visit. She's taken a really long time to think up his name.
It's in a different sheet.
She's having to go through her papers to find out her uncle's name.
It's George.
It's Thomas, actually. I found it. It was a different sheet. 'Cause I have
Does he
several
run a
sheets.
store or something?
No. He mostly like goes in the force and is also a hunter. I go in sometimes with them, but I've
Oh,
never
I see.
really gone out to big game, I guess, or if you call it.
So what does he do? Run like a market stall or something, selling meats or?
No, he doesn't sell it. I mean, he does occasionally when we are a little short on money, but most of it's kind of like for our own enjoyment.
So what does he do? Like he's got to earn a keep somehow, right?
He's in the combat's glory. He just
Oh,
he does it on occasion. So
So he's a
what was that?
he's a big game hunter.
is it that elven guy that we met that time? Is it that guy?
No, you haven't seen him.
Is there enough time before we go to bed for me to copy Wall of Fire into my book from one of the spell books? Or at least start copying it?
You can. You'd probably wake up a little bit later though. Probably like at 7 or 8.
I'll just start copying it.
Okay. You're doing the whole process,
Not the whole
like
process,
half of
just-
it.
Yeah, whatever I
Okay.
can do for now without being, because we want to push on, I think, for that day.
Yeah.
How many hours would it be from where we're at to the location where we believe the dragon's at?
From here.
Yeah.
That'd probably be a couple hours max.
Oh, then yeah, I'm going to do the whole process then. Because we
Yeah,
have-
you guys are pretty close to it, so
Okay. I'm going to do that.
all right. So you copy Wall of Fire into your spellbook. So anything
I'm
else?
preparing it, but
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you're just copying it down.
What's for dinner, Corim?
Rations.
That's a good question.
Mmm,
We're on the edge of the desert. We don't want the dragon to see us, right?
that's true. Dry food, then I guess it is.
So what's wrong with a little jerky?
Is it that jerky that we got like weeks ago?
Yeah, but it does last a while. So
Yeah, because we killed that. What was it? A deer or a
Killed it.
pig?
you killed a pig and you made it last, or
We still eating that pig? That was weeks ago.
I think it was either a deer or a pig. But yeah, you made it last.
I know I've listed on my sheet here 21 rations, so I incorporated whatever that jerky was into that.
You guys are set.
That's like freaking month-old pig.
That's all right. How long does ham last? Like forever. So
How good does it taste?
it's good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Corian is used to cooking, so. In fact, I think he's cooked every single meal we've ever had. So
I prestidigitated it a little bit.
as you guys are eating, Tarnum and Corian and Ergis and Hinok too. Gonna make perception checks.
And Owly?
Basically all of us then.
I was considering doing a few, but then I thought, no, this would be fair on everyone. So
Nope. 11.
Can Owly perception check?
yes, Ali can perception check.
Unnatural 20 for Hinoke. Natural 20 for Owly.
Nice.
16.
Corian never fails perception checks.
No, I was trying to figure out what is weird with this. I think my dice landed on a angle. It was weird.
That's okay.
I'll just making sure it doesn't do it again. What's my perception? Perception. It's I think I got a 9. It said I had a 4, so it looked like a 15,
Okay.
but it said I had a 4. So
Okay. So
let's go with the 9.
Ergis and Hinoke and Ali, you kind of see out from the hut itself, up in the moonlight, passing over the desert. You see kind of like a large flying shape that heads off in the eastern direction. It doesn't have a tail. It just looks like two large, almost wings, giant black shape as it just very quickly heads off to the eastern portion, out of sight. But doesn't seem to come down.
Well, when you say east? Is that the direction we came or the direction we're going?
You guys are heading south. It was heading east.
Well, there goes our dragon.
Could be a bird.
It did not have a prominent tail.
You want to go after it, Airgis? I can make you fly after it. Just get back in 10 minutes.
What if it eats me?
Well, then you have to worry about getting back.
Up to you.
Yeah.
No, you have a thunder wave spell, Ergius. You could just make it vomit you out.
There you go.
Could knock it away from me.
Well, if you were inside it, how could it knock it away from you?
All we need to do is get it to attune to these lockets, and then all our problems are solved.
Would it burst?
That might not be such a bad idea. Get swallowed by it and then carve your way out from the inside.
I think you can do it. All right.
Well, it would certainly solve Corian the problem of being out of range.
600 feet. That's my range.
But then you could cleave through it with your big old sword that you've got.
When it was flying over, actually, was it just a second we saw it, or was there time to do any kind of action?
It was pretty quick.
Okay, because I do have a spyglass, but I don't know if I can look at it through that.
It's now several hundred feet away.
Can I use this? Would the spyglass help at all, or I don't know how much distance it does?
Does it specify? Let me see. Perfect use of player's handbook.
Magnify to twice their size. Magnify to twice. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to get any fine details from that, so I'm not gonna bother.
Okay, no problem. So, anything else? Are you guys heading to sleep or something? Yeah. So, and sorry, Aver saw it too, so he would at least let you guys know. So, because Aver has good perception.
All right, tiny hut. Time for bed.
All right. So you guys get to sleep. Spell slots, if any, were used. B shapes and divine rolls, of course.
Oh yeah. Well, here we go. Come on, big money. 7. Not horrible. 2. Nice.
So, divine rolls are done. You guys see as you wake up, get eating breakfast. You can see the sunrise coming up. You assume it's around 6 a.m. Pretty early in the morning. Some shadows casted on half of the desert hills off in the distance.
In the morning, I'm going to put from one of my books, Burning Hands, into my spell book.
Okay.
That's a level 1 spot, so I don't think it takes that long.
Yeah, this is about an hour or so, 2 hours. So
cool.
So you guys have any prep or anything you guys wish to do?
Not particularly.
Yeah, no, I can make spell scrolls, but I can't.
Are you gonna stealth us, Abra, so that we can take a look around the area, see what's around?
It lasts 10 minutes, I
hour.
think? Oh, an hour.
Hour, yeah. Well, you said we need to travel a little bit closer, right? We're a couple hours away.
Yes, let me look, because I'm actually kind of curious.
All right, I'll magic up our horses.
Yep, sorry. Yeah, it is an hour.
All right.
So,
Ready for super fast horses. I magic up our horses, and away we go.
all right. So, after a couple minutes in, Abros will cast Pass Without Trace. Make that spell slot, actually.
You know, like a half hour in or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and with the horses, you guys are going pretty dang fast. So, as you begin your trek through the desert, even though you're going pretty fast, you can feel as you're getting closer and closer to those kind of like desert hills off in the distance, the wind that kind of blows through this desert blows like hot air into you. You can feel the pretty significant temperature difference as the sun has now started to heat up the area around you. You guys, actually, we can go ahead and do stealth rolls right now, as we now are heading into the desert.
Okay. I'm gonna dismiss out. I'll leave Ollie out for now, actually.
15 for me.
Is that what's at plus 10?
No, that'd be 25. Then in that case,
20,
and 27 for Drostin.
24 for me. 20 for Owly.
7.
Plus 10?
9.
Are you guys doing plus 10?
Oh no, 19 then.
Yeah, Pass Without Trace is up if you guys add that on. So 17?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, Avarice is, he grew up in the Arctic, so he's not having a very good time. He's breathing heavy. He even this early in the morning, he's starting to sweat pretty badly. But overall, the group did a really good job. So
I'm going to get some cloth on my bag too and make some headgear.
okay,
I'm going to spend 10 minutes to create an unseen servant and give him a water skin and a rag to wipe me off.
Don't they move at like
dabbing
20?
not Avarice, the one who's dying.
It's me. Well, I'll ask Avarice if you would like some.
Yes.
Yep. So I'll instruct the unseen servant to dab Avarice's forehead regularly until it dies. And before it dies, I tell it to, when it's get close to going away, I'll have it put its stuff back in my bag.
Make a stealth check for the unseen servant.
He's literally invisible, so the only thing that
he is?
seen is he's literally an unseen servant.
Does he make any noise? Oh, he probably wouldn't make noise, right?
No, unless I tell it to. It wouldn't. Invisible, mindless, shapeless force that performs simple tasks.
So yeah, just a rag and a water skin floating in the air.
Nah, so
Yeah, I'll disregard it then. But anyway,
I don't have stats for what its stealth would even be, so because it just has an AC of 10, a hit point of 2, and a strength of 2.
no problem.
Right.
The two.
Can I use a dagger to like cool down?
You actually can. It's very cold to the touch, or at least on the blade itself. So you kind of gently press it against your skin.
Actually, I stopped being stupid and I cast Tiny Hut
Where at?
in the wagon where we're in.
Okay.
Because it just makes things cool and comfortable for us.
Does it?
Again, if I leave,
I mean, it has weight, doesn't it?
No, it's just an invisible force.
Oh, it is? I thought it was an actual hut.
No, it doesn't count. Hold on.
Are you
'Cause
gonna
yeah,
steer the wagon?
yeah, because that would, if it did have weight, it would crush
Yeah,
the wagon.
a
So
10-foot radius, immobile dome of force springs into existence around you.
Because you're mobile, you can't
And
move it.
well, hold on, and above you, and remains stationary for the duration. The spell ends if you leave its area. I mean, it's immobile, but I mean,
You
because
can't move. It
it's
says it
around
remains
me.
stationary.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, never
it's
mind.
technically not. Yeah, it's technically not resting on the
Yeah,
wagon.
okay.
It just sits in space. So
Yeah, so never mind. It was that'd be a bad idea. So never mind.
no problem.
That's cool, but
Sorry.
It could have been like just in lounge chairs relaxing. But anyway, after actually with the horses, it'd probably be about like an hour and a half before you reach the base of. They're not very large hills, but you can see they're hills in the desert itself. And now that you are fully in, you can see um, it is now basically completely sand. There is no grass, no dirt, but you begin climbing up the most convenient way up this set of hills, up to the top. Once again, there is wind here. It's pretty hot as it hits your face. It doesn't give any respite to the heat of these lands. As you guys make it up the top, I'll need you to make perception checks. So now you have a pretty good vantage point of the entire landscape.
10.
12.
15.
Like 10 for me, 14 for Ollie.
All right. Heard what did I hear? 15 was it?
Yep.
All right. So Corian and Owly and of course Avers too. As you get up to the top, well, the most obvious thing that all you can see is up about maybe another 30 minutes of travel. There is the center of a storm cloud that kind of sits above the desert, swirling. It's kind of like a giant, almost black cloud, probably like more like a dark gray, spinning above a kind of a cluster of desert hills. You can see Corian especially. It's kind of like a circular set of desert hills. You do see creatures roaming throughout the desert now. You can see if, with your perception control, familiar kind of large bug-like creatures poking out of the sands and going back in. Some roaming around. These appear to be onkegs. You can also see occasionally some giant scorpions that kind of roam around, but none of them appear to see you guys. And none of them actually appear to be, at least in the way for the moment. And at least up ahead, it's some kind of flat lands before you reach the next set of hills. But like I said, with the horses, it'd probably be about 20 to 30 minutes before you get there. Do you guys press on?
Yep.
All right. You guys
Once we get to
descend.
sunbathe.
Yeah, it's the heat is getting pretty noticeable now. As you guys start to descend at least on this set of hills, you begin going down towards a flat area and off to the next destination, that circle of hills. You take about 20 minutes going through. I'll keep your stealth rolls so you, the wandering creatures don't see you at least, despite having a giant horse and wagon running through. You guys, in overall, keep very quiet and unseen. You can see as you start to get to the base of these mountains, you can see up ahead. There's no rain coming from the storm cloud now that's above you, but there are streaks of electricity coursing through, occasionally dipping down through the cloud and going back up. But as you start to get up to the hills, you begin to ascend, making it all the way up to the top. And I'll have you guys make another perception check now looking down to this valley.
5.
You are so perceptive.
18 for me.
19.
9.
Nice.
21 for Ollie.
So,
It's
no,
like the
Ali,
third
Was-
4 I've rolled tonight.
my curse, it takes effect.
Get them all out of the way now.
Luckily, you guys have others that have succeeded. So, you both, along with Ali, of course, see down in this valley more creatures. Like once again, they tend to dip in and out of the sand, kind of scavenging for any sort of food. The actual desert here is pretty circular. It's a set of hills. You guys are about right here. Ergis and Hinoki, you do see a kind of a dark opening. Kind of, it'd be about like right here. Actually, I'll mark a different color. About right here. That you can see a couple large scorpions and unkegs seemingly just standing there, apparently keeping some sort of observation on the land around it. But as you start to notice this, you do see something different. As you you noticed the storm cloud above, but you do see up to the southern portion past the hills itself. Now that you have a good vantage point, you see a giant wall of sand and gusts. Probably at least several miles away. Now that you're up on these hills, you can see it appears to go from end to end of the desert itself, at least from where you're standing. You can see that the dirt that is kind of kicked up from the gusts, like I mentioned, appears to go pretty much to the sky itself, as this raging sandstorm, which you assume is a colossal sandstorm, burrows through the actual landscape. Doesn't look very pleasant. So, and Ergis, go ahead and make a perception check. I'll give you advantage.
$17.
17. Everyone except for Ergis, if I could have you deafen for a second.
If this has something to do with his prophecy. It's rare for us to deafen, so probably prophecy stuff.
Sound.
Alright.
Welcome back.
Secrets.
Secrets.
So, what you guys see up ahead is that kind of, it appears almost cavern-like how it's pressed up into the one of the hills itself. But you do see appears to be guards outside of it.
Do we recognize what these guards are?
Ankigs and scorpions.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean like actual people.
How many are there?
From what you can see, there appear to be.
I would pull out my spyglass to help.
You pull it up and see. There appear to be 3 onkegs and 2 giant scorpions.
And are those the only creatures we're seeing in the vicinity?
You see more traveling throughout, but they don't appear to be as on guard as those ones appear. Those ones appear to be completely stationary. You assume those others in the valley are similar to the ones you've seen so far, apparently scavenging food.
So how far, are they in the other ones in the valley? Like how far away are they from this cave entrance? Like I get they're moving around, but at the minimum, how far are they away with their travels?
The ones in the valley or by the cave?
But from this cave to the valley.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That'd be about 300 feet.
Okay.
You guys from the cave are about 900 to 1,000 feet away. You have a pretty good view downward at it. It'd probably be a little bit of travel, or not too long, but you'll be able to get there. You hear the roars of thunder up above as more lightning streaks through. Not hitting the ground though.
Well,
we move forward, I guess. Try and get within striking distance, stealthily as possible.
Okay.
I tell them as we get close, I say I can make a loud noise next to them to distract them for a moment to get a surprise attack off, perhaps.
Possible.
Well, if we get within 150 feet, we can start shooting arrows at them. So
That's true. Right, you're right.
As you guys, which way are you taking? Are you going through the hills, like along cresting it, or are you going through the valley?
If we cross through the valley, we could possibly be seen by the roaming bands.
Potentially, it's up to you. Or at least from your observations.
Is Pass Without a Trace still up?
It actually it would be not for very much longer, maybe like 10 minutes.
well, if we can see a stealthy path, whatever's the straightest stealthy path to them.
Okay. So to your best knowledge, you take the kind of ducking through the hills.
Yeah.
You're kind of going up and down. It takes a little bit longer, but you know it's at least the most safe. Go ahead and make another perception check, guys. I'll actually roll for Tarnum since it's not here.
There we go. 24.
Thanks.
This isn't a favorite terrain for Tarnum, is it?
He is not desert, no. He is forest and grassland.
14.
14. And Hinook?
6 for Ali. 10 for me.
Nice. So,
Wait, this is perception check,
yes.
right? Yeah.
So, yeah, that'd be everyone except for Hinook and Ali. As you guys are kind of ducking through the hills,
I'm a little shorter.
yeah, you can't see too well. As you're getting closer to this entrance, you're at least like 600 feet away now. You all faintly hear sounds like loud footsteps. As you see, and there are kind of bits of wind that kind of pick up some of the sand, but it's not too heavy. You can see through that to the cave. You can see 2 huge claws of like a deep blue color scrape the outside of the cavern-like entrance. You can see the head of a dragon emerges. with a single yellow horn in between its eyes. The entire body exits and its wings expand,
I'm assuming I see.
taking flight.
I'm assuming I see this now.
Yes,
Down into
Is
the
it
sand
blue?
I go.
Is it blue?
yes, it is entirely except for its horn, which is yellow. Welcome back. Turn.
All right. I'm gonna dismiss Ollie and duck down too.
Okay. It flies up, so I'll actually mark it. Luckily, you guys had good stealth rolls. You guys are about right here-ish. So as it's emerging, it actually heads this way. And it is pretty quick. You can see it coast through the valley faster than you expect. But the guards that were moved out of its way now have returned back to their position.
All right, so we should probably push forward and get inside before it comes back. Yes? No?
It's up to you guys.
Probably.
All right, so we'll push.
You want to ambush it in its lair?
Do we want to fight in its lair though?
It would keep it down on the ground.
Yeah, I think with flare is the best place.
But it's going to know the battlefield better than we do.
I think we gotta go in.
Well, I mean, technically we're here for an egg, so.
Yep. Any decisions, guys?
Let's roll. Let's run in.
All right. So you guys begin heading downward to the cavern. As you start to crest around, getting closer to it, you're now about 100 feet away.
Okay.
You're a little more upwards. As you can now clearly see these entities, these scorpions, kind of like long, yellow. You can see the tips of their tails, like kind of like a large stinger on it. You can see the ankheks as well, and they appear to be stationary. Go ahead and make another stealth check, guys, as you start to get closer. This is up to the last part of Path Thought Trace, so you guys have like a minute left of it.
17.
25.
Owlie is still currently dismissed.
Okay. Does that take an action to bring him back?
I believe
Nice.
So.
Okay.
Actually,
Nice.
actually, I'll bring him back. Now that it's gone, 'cause I don't want to have to waste an action. So I'll make us.
We're within bow range, so I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of shots at the scorpion that's closest to me.
21. How far away are we right now?
He said 100 feet.
Yeah, about 100 feet.
Okay, I have a spell I would like to use, but I'm going to wait till I'm going to hold. It's going to be hypnotic pattern on them, but I'm going to wait until they fire their first shots. But immediately afterwards, I am going to use hypnotic pattern on that whole group.
Okay.
30-foot cube. Can I get them all?
They are all pretty close to. I'll show you guys real quick.
I'm assuming the door isn't. Yeah.
So you guys are about like over here-ish. Actually, that's about 100 feet, so it'd be like over here. I'll say it's about right here. I didn't think I needed one for just a general sand area, so
It's fine.
like because then I'd be having you make like literally a million maps, so because that's a lot of possibilities. So kind of waste your time, Martin.
All right.
Is that where we're at? We're here?
I'm going to BRB for 1 second. If you can bring my characters out there. Ollie's just right next to me. And again, I'm using hypnotic pattern right after they do their first couple attacks before they start moving. And that's going to be a wisdom saving throw DC 16.
Is it a 30-foot diameter?
30-foot cube.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense, yeah. All right.
Yep. I'll be back a second.
So you guys can see them about over here. I'll say the spot like the entrance
Oh,
to the cavern.
we're over here. They're over there.
Yeah, sorry, I meant you're over here. Yeah, if you guys were heading around this way.
I was backwards.
So, where's the other figurines? Oh, they're there. Why is there a wraith over here?
Just in case.
Oh, you guys brought it back up.
You can pretend that's Anna.
Anna the wraith. Actually, I think I have a figurine for her. Let me get it. I did remember to get her one, so here it is. I think it's the same one as Beatrice's, but it's okay. It's fine. Oh no, here's Anna's right here. That's Beatrice right there. There she is.
100 feet, right?
What was that?
100 feet, you said? 5, 10.
Yeah, roughly.
Cool.
It'd probably be a little off the scale right here, but I would say you guys move a little bit closer at least. That's fine. But so, who was going first? Was it Corian?
Yeah, and Fret.
Okay.
Tarnum, right? Weren't you finding your bow too, Tarnum? Yeah.
So go ahead and make attack rolls, and actually let me get the figurines so you can know which one's which.
Oh, those are terrible rolls.
Yeah, these are actually large too, so.
Does 14 hit?
You know, it probably does.
I know they're usually when they're large animals, it's easier to hit. Does a 10 hit? I doubt a 10 hits.
Which one are you aiming for?
I roll bet, whichever one's closest to me here.
Okay, so probably one of the scorpions.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it was definitely a scorpion.
Actually, neither hit.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was terrible.
You do hit it, but they have a kind of like a thicker hide than you expected, or at least kind of like a skin.
Okay.
Turnip, go and make bow strikes, I believe.
So many buttons to push. That probably not. 13.
15? No, that does not. You do get extra attack though, so you can go again.
Natural 20.
There you go.
Flurry of bolts and arrows. One of them hits. I'll say it's this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Seven on the dice, which is doubled, right? So that'll be 14 because it's a crit.
Plus
Yes.
your
Another plus 4 on top of that, so 18.
18.
doesn't your bow do more?
1d8 piercing plus 1d4, and then there's just 4 extra damage.
So 18 damage to that. Nice.
No, I thought your bow had like fire on it or something.
That was the 1d4, right? So
Yeah, the d4 is fire. I don't know if these things are affected worse by fire than...
they're nuts.
So what's your dexterity?
My dash is +3.
And what did you roll for your d4?
So he got a 3 and a 4.
3.
So then 14. Then is it a +1 bow?
It is a +1 bow,
Yeah. So then +4. So 18.
No, it'd be 20 something. 22.
How's that?
Because you roll a 7, right?
A 4 for the D8 and a 3 for the D4.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought he said he rolled a 7.
No.
That's why I was confused.
No problem. So
7 total on the dice, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I gotcha.
no problem.
My bow ain't that good.
Is anybody else doing anything before my spell goes off?
I don't think Avers has a cantrip that can reach that far.
Produce,
Let me see.
100 feet? Produce flame should be able to.
I think it was 30 feet for Produce Flame.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was not that good.
Yeah, it might be because you have to throw it.
Produce Flame, yeah, 30 feet.
Oh.
So he'll just cast that.
So Beatrice, Ballora, and none of them got anything?
Sacred Flame, at least, is like 120.
Does have Sacred Flame yet. So she'll do that. She'll cast it. Thank you. She'll cast at the same Scorpion.
I guess Beatrice doesn't have any ranged cantrips.
She should. Maybe.
She has.
Is she a firebolt? No, I can't remember.
She is not.
All right then. So they're holding their she's holding her spells back. Okay. So let's see here.
Just
then.
looking up damage
Right.
for Sacred Flame.
All right.
2d6.
Yeah, I forget what level she's at. Is she at 3d6? So that's level 14, right?
Yeah.
When it goes up again.
No, she's not 14.
Is she a level 11 or lower than
12.
Then it's 3d8 for Sacred Flame.
Nice. So she'll roll that.
But they have to succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I rolled that. They failed that.
Yeah. Well, the range of that's 60 feet. Sacred Flame is a 60-foot cantrip.
She'll move closer then.
Okay. Healer goes right into the front of battle.
Oh yeah, she has room for that. So she'll get. Oof. 22 damage.
Dang.
877.
Right. And now
That was a good Sacred Flame.
I'm dropping Hypnotic Pattern on them all.
The 30-foot cube. That can get all of them. So what do they do? Wisdom saves?
Wisdom saves.
Oh, that's their best feature.
8. That's why.
The scorpions fail.
16. They get.
And the Onkigs. Both the Onkigs succeed.
Dang. They hit my 16. All right.
Yeah, they got 18 and 20 both.
All right. I tell everybody, scorpions are charmed. Don't touch them.
So they just basically are incapacitated, is that right?
Yep, it's concentration for a minute.
Got it. So yeah, they are
If they
just sitting
take any
there.
damage, they will be uncharmed. Any of them, or my concentration is broken.
Yeah, no problem. So they're sitting there. Now we will start initiative now that this kind of surprise round is done. So everyone go and do that. Let me know if you have a high number.
19.
3, that's a high number. Airjuice, what you get?
9.
All right, I'll roll for them now. Ava's got 10. Beach has got unnatural 20. Valori got 21. And they got 3.
Excellent. I go before them.
That was you rolled natural 2s though. Anyway. So we'll start with Laura. She She does want to keep spells, so she'll pull out her crossbow and shoot one of the Ankegs. She got 18, which does hit.
Does Beatrice wear armor?
She does.
Okay.
She's not having too much fun in this heat, but she'll last. So. Not a very good roll, but she does 6 damage to it. To this first Ankeg right here. And that ends her turn. So next is Beatrice. I forgot to roll for Anna too.
What did the enemies roll?
A 3.
Oh.
Yeah, they did not do well. Beatrice will come on up. She doesn't have very good range. She should probably get like right there, actually. She'll probably hold her action for a spell. Let me see the range on it. It's 60 feet, so she might be, let me see. No, she's just out of range, so she'll hold it until someone comes closer. After that, it's Corin.
All right. I'll go ahead and shoot at the Ankeg on the top here. Ankeg 1.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that.
It's a 13. Are you kidding me? And a 10.
Both miss.
It's basically what it did last time.
No problem. So you're just shooting a bunch of bolts, none of them seem to find purchase. After that, it's Tarnum.
All right. Again, shooting at the same one that like was aiming for. Connery was
Okay.
aiming for. An 18
Hits.
and another natural 20.
Nice. All right, so go and roll for both those.
All right. So this is the first one, the non-crit. That's a 7 plus 4, so 11 on that.
11, okay.
And then 10 doubled to 20 plus 4, so 24.
That one is annihilated.
Nice.
Looks like I found my favorite enemy. Okay. It's not an aberration or a fey, is it?
I believe it's a monstrosity.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
it's not my
monstrosity.
favorite enemy then.
Just a big bug.
Yep.
I was thinking it might be an aberration. That's like beholders and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So you managed to eliminate one of them.
Good.
Good shooting. Next is Avarice. He's not in range for his cantrip. And he has his other cantrip up, so he'll hold a produce flame at least until this Ancake decides to move because he's not in range. So that's his turn. Aegis.
Okay. I'd like to give Bardic Inspiration to Sana.
Okay, she'll take that.
I say, don't desert hope yet.
God. She tries to brush off the inspiration.
That was amazing.
Be fair, and then I'll do Shatter, I think, on these 3 scorpions.
Okay. Do you have to make a saving throw? Or they'll probably fail it because they're incapacitated.
Yeah, they have to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
That wouldn't affect yeah, it would be a normal thing for them.
Yeah, it'd be normal. First one's 17. So that succeeds, I think.
Yeah, my
Next.
spell save is 16.
Okay. Next one's a 6. And then another 6. So 2 and 3 fail. What happens then?
2 of them take the 3d8 thunder damage,
Jeez.
and then the other one takes half. So what would that be? Just one?
You roll 3d8 and have it.
Okay. I need one of these. Those for the one that succeeded.
Oh,
So that does
That looks good.
10.
20. So
What's
then, yeah,
That's
then
10.
the other one takes 10. 20 damage.
So have all of them been attacked now? So all 3 of them have taken damage now, right?
Yes.
Spell
Yeah.
now. Okay,
This
very
one is destroyed.
Nice.
Does there additional effects, or is it just damage? Like, do they get deafened or anything, or is it just
a
just 3d8 damage?
good. Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
loud, ringing, painfully intense noise.
They are not happy.
The second one is 13. And then the third one's 13.
Oh, you just roll once, and
Oh,
they all
it
take
doesn't-
that. Yeah,
oh.
so those 2 took 20, and then the first one took 10.
Oh, I thought it was for each. Okay.
No problem. So, yeah, one of them is just dead.
Nice.
but oh yeah, you use the bonus action, so that's your turn right there.
Yep.
It's Anna. She's gonna. She is gonna also hold a produce flame now that these have opened up, and she'll end her turn there. Hinoke, it's back to you.
Is the Ankeg looking pretty hurt?
That one,
I don't think it's been
yeah,
touched
he's
yet. Is it?
It has, yeah. Or no, actually, don't. That one, no, it is not. Sorry, I was thinking of the wrong.
Who's looking the most? Whichever one's looking the
The other
most
one's-
hurt, I'm throwing a firebolt at.
So the other one
This
was
one
dead.
right here.
So
Yeah. Scorpion 3 is pretty
All
pretty
right.
hurt.
I'm going to send Ollie up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Wait, hold on. Can't remember if his. I think his
I think
flight
he has
speed is
60.
60. Yeah. So I'll put him here for now. I'm going to cast Firebolt at it.
Okay.
Does 15 hit?
Yes, yeah, it does.
Okay, and that'll be 2d10. Let me see if I can find my 10s. I think this one's a 10, right? Yeah. This right here?
That can't see it. Yeah, that is.
Okay. There's a 0. 7 and 10 damage.
All right. Since that one gets burst in the flame for a little bit.
Is it
Any
still
other
alive?
processes? That was the first hit against.
Oh no,
sorry.
I said the one that's weakest.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
That one. Yes, it is still alive,
Okay.
but it's
And-
not doing well.
And that's gonna be it for my turn.
All right. They are going to turn around for once, and they're going to. Let me go up here. Avers will take his action and throw.
I just want to point out, by the way, I didn't move, but I'm over here somehow. I was next to draw stand, but someone else going to move instead of me.
Oh, that was my character. They
I was
look
like-
okay. They look a little similar.
How did I move?
Can you name these?
Yeah, we can.
I'll name my neighbors. There we go.
but we already have an air
Alright.
jets.
Enough. It's not my decision. He's gonna shoot fire in his face. And hits. And he does 12 damage to it. But the scorpion is gonna. Oh, actually, well, Anna's gonna take her also produce flame on it. She hits. Doing 5 damage. All right, and now it is going to start by attacking with 2 claws on her.
Has that much movement?
Yes, it has 40 feet of movement. That one actually misses the first strike.
She's rocking like a 20 AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second one misses. It's just hitting armor. Then it's going to use its stinger. And miss. she is using her shield, her armor to protect from the blows. This one is pretty hurt, but it's going to attempt to come up. It's not very smart. It's gonna try and attack Owly. First one.
Wait, he's taking Owly?
Yeah.
Oh man.
First one's a 6 to hit.
That actually misses Owly.
Next one's a 10.
That just hits. Owly's gone.
All right.
So I get.
And you can see it's like limping. It's pretty hurt. But it's gonna use the rest of its movement. It can only get to Ballora. It's gonna stop right here. Actually, no, it's large. It is not happy with Avarice because I can see it has fire. And it misses on Avarice. They did not have good attack bonuses. Avarice just uses his wooden shield to kind of deflect the blow. This Ankeg is gonna get closer to. That's as far as it can get, though. Well, it'll use its action to dash. So it can get right there, but it can't get quite close enough. So that is their turn. Now it's back to Ballora. She's gonna she'll smack the weaker one and hit.
Well, with her hand, give it like a good firm backhand. to
No,
kill it.
she's using her mace.
Oh, it would have been funny if she'd have smacked it to death.
You know, she probably would have killed her if she did that either way. So
Could have had some urgeous, vicious mockery going on.
Scorpions are in for a pinch.
I was considering making her distracted by that and miss, but I won't. She kills it. It was not very good. But that one's dead. She can't do anything about this one right now, so she'll just stand there and guard herself. Next is Beatrice, who was actually forgot she was holding a spell. Let me get the specifics.
Is it the D&D version of bug spray?
Actually, pretty close.
Beatrice casts insecticide.
Now she's gonna do Ray of Frost.
Oh.
So she makes a ranged spell attack. And she hits. Doing 10 damage, 10 cold damage. And its speed's reduced by 10 feet. But now it's her turn again because she was holding her action, so I'll have her cast it again. She hits. Doing another 14 damage. And this one too dies. That amount of damage. But that's all she can do on her turn. She'll back up a little bit over here, but after that's Corian.
All right, time to switch out weapons.
Second fight with a non-keg.
All right. Let's see if we can roll better than a 10. 15.
15. That does it. Yep.
And a 1. So, yeah, really, no, not much better. I guess at least I hit this time.
Yep.
Oh, wow, nice. 11, 21, 20, 27 damage.
Jeez.
Plus it's got to roll its 14 con.
A 7.
Okay. 7 does not cut it, and that's another 6 damage.
Nice.
So
It is pretty hurt.
33 damage. Is that what I did?
Yeah, 33. Basically, like slice its entire stomach area. It kind of wishes it did not mess with you. Is that your turn right there?
Yes.
All right. After
Yeah,
that,
'cause my other one
you're
rolled a 1, so.
up. That's true.
I'm gonna just move here, so I've got a straight shot on it. I assume I can shoot this thing without hitting Corian, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Just over there.
Yeah, you can just slide that angle right there. You have pretty open view.
17.
17 hits.
And oh yeah, that'll hit. That's 14 plus 7 is 21.
21 also hits.
Nice.
Alright then, let's roll these guys. 7, so 11 damage on the first.
Okay, next one.
And then 15 on the second.
15. Corin, after you slice into it, you see 2 arrows, one piercing one of its eyes and the other its belly, as this guy falls dead.
Nice.
Literally turning upside down and dying.
On kegs.
There are tracks in the ground, which actually reminds me, Avers would probably start scattering some of that dust that Jason says, but now that the enemies are gone, the path up ahead is now cleared.
Well, there's littered bits of bug right everywhere.
Yes.
As soon as this thing comes back, it's going to see something's in its lair. Should we try and cover these up? Hide them in some way?
I think so.
Avers says, well, it also noticed that they're gone too.
Alright.
Is there a way we
Yeah,
can
but
prop them up?
they could have wandered
I
off
think we-
versus something's killed them.
I think we need to move quickly. I say leave them here, move quickly in there.
Just make it look like they're standing up.
You kind of like lean them like up against the wall, you know,
Yeah, move them back to where they were.
I
have
say
their
we
arms folded.
should run in.
We could. Ava says that they are also big, so it's up to you guys if you want to move them or not.
No, let's just go inside.
All right.